Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff Fosnaugh. I know your time is very valuable, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I will be brief, and I'll always be respectful of your time. So before I even say anything, I just want to say that my number one goal is to have a Zoom with each and every one of you about your student. I will not take long, not blow smoke. I will just get right to the point and answer every question that you have. Because with two kids in high school myself, I know how valuable your time is. So please email me, and I'm going to put out an email and respond to that. And I'm going to speak about how each of your students are doing. But on to curriculum night. I've been a science teacher for 25 years. I've been in the Rochester Community School District for 13. This is my 13th year. I have been in alternative ed for 18 of those 25 years and 19 of those 25 years, and I love it. It is the hidden gem. And the reason why alternative ed is the best place to teach from my perspective is because of the students. Your students are phenomenal, and I really enjoy teaching your students. So thank you for sending them to us. I teach biology. I follow the Michigan Science Standards curriculum. But I do cater it more towards what the students want to learn, what the students are curious about. I have to teach a lot of different things, but we do like to spend time on what your students are interested in. The next hour, I teach Earth and Space Science, which astronomy, I mean, volcanoes, earthquakes, black holes. I mean, it's hard to make that class boring. Wilderness survival is my next hour. We go outside almost every single day. So have your student bring in an old pair of shoes so that when it's muddy, they don't complain and say they don't want to go outside. In this class, we will at one point just be using knives a little. So when I send this syllabus home, you'll need to sign it or your student will not be allowed to touch a knife. We will be making fires. We've made ropes this whole week. So we'll be spending a lot of time outside. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact me. But again, when you see that syllabus, please do sign it. And because I need your permission. If you don't want your student to handle a knife, then just write on there, no knife, and that is fine. Ingenuity is my last 2 hours, and that is a great opportunity for your student to get caught up. So if they're behind by a couple of credits or whatever, they can finish this class and then we'll give them a new one and then they'll get caught up very quickly. We've had a lot of success with students finishing a lot of classes in a short period of time. However, they do it not just by the little, the few minutes they spend here in school, but rather they treat it like a job. So they go home and they maybe rest and have a snack or whatever, but then they'll put in an hour or two every single night. And those hour or twos really build up very quickly and they can go through these classes. A lot of students go home and they will spend 5 hours at Wendy's with their job. Well, if your student can't afford it, can they come home and work for 5 hours on Ingenuity? A lot of these classes are only 30 hours long, so they can get through these classes in 6 days if they do that. So highly recommend that they do that, and it will be a pathway to success for a lot of different students. In general, if I look at how I structure my class, it's just a lot of discussing. It is very student focused. So a lot of discussions, a lot of group work, a lot of presentations, a lot of things that students need and can use in life to be successful. So not a lot of lecture, not a lot of tests and quizzes, just a lot of let's learn this together. I'm going to throw out a phenomenon and you explain it. And then we discover how that phenomenon happens through the use of like what's happening at the scientific level or that kind of thing. Okay, if I had one piece of advice for your students, my one piece of advice would be this: ask questions. You're curious, you've got a natural curiosity, and bring those questions to the class. I want to hear them. And then, like I said before, that may direct the path of what we study next. It'll open up fantastic discussions. And if they have that question, probably other people also have that question. So thank you very much for your time. I do want to Zoom with each and every one of you. Have a good night.